Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're thinking about moving to Huntsville, Alabama, or just curious about life in the Rocket City, you've come to the right place. Today we're diving into the pros and the cons of living in Huntsville in 2025. Whether you're relocating for work, school, or just exploring your options, we've got you covered, so let's jump in. First up, let's talk about the rapid growth. Huntsville's been booming over the last few years. Major industries like aerospace, tech, and defense have brought a wave of new opportunities to the area. Companies like NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center, Blue Origin, and also local startups are attracting talent from all over the US. So if you're looking in tech or engineering, this is definitely the place to be. So whether you're looking for a career in aerospace, software development, or cybersecurity, Huntsville has some jobs waiting for you. And with its lower cost of living compared to places like Silicon Valley or even Austin, Texas, you can enjoy a great work-life balance here. Speaking of cost of living, Huntsville is incredibly affordable. The median home price is lower than the national average, and you can find a spacious home in a great neighborhood for much less than in larger cities. And also utilities, groceries, and transportation are all affordable too here in the Rocket City. If you're looking to buy or rent, you'll get a lot more for your money here. That's a big deal, especially if you're used to high rent or mortgage payments in other big cities. By the way, homeowners have 40 times the net worth of renters, so I definitely encourage you to buy. Another major pro of living in Huntsville is the incredible outdoor recreation options. Not only do we have beautiful parks like Montesano State Park and Green Mountain, but we're also surrounded by some of the best lakes in Alabama like Smith Lake and Lake Guntersville. If you love being outside, you'll love Huntsville. Whether it's hiking, mountain biking, or just taking in the sunset, the natural beauty of this area is hard to beat. One of the big pros of living in Huntsville is its strong education system. Whether you have young kids or are considering higher education, this city offers great schools, both public and private, as well as top-tier universities like the University of Alabama in Huntsville and Alabama A&M. With a focus on STEM education and great resources for students, Huntsville and the surrounding areas of Madison and Athens education system is some of the best in the state. Plus, there are plenty of opportunities for continued education, whether you're looking to advance your career or take on new challenges at the university level. Huntsville is also incredibly family-friendly. The city has excellent public schools, a variety of parks and recreational activities, and a welcoming community. Whether you're raising young kids or planning for the future, Huntsville is a great place for families to put down roots. Also, don't forget about the community events and festivals that cater to families. There's something for all ages here in Huntsville. Now let's dive into some of the cons. First, like many growing cities, Huntsville's infrastructure is playing catch up with the population boom. Traffic, especially during rush hour, can be a hassle. New construction is everywhere and it feels like roads are constantly under construction. While it's great to see the city expanding, it can make getting around a bit slower. So if you're used to fast-paced cities with perfect traffic flow, that might take a little bit of getting used to here. Public transportation in Huntsville is still pretty limited. The bus system isn't as extensive as you might find in larger cities. So if you don't drive, it can be a bit challenging to get around. While most people here rely on their cars, if you're looking for an easy to navigate public transit system, this might be something to consider. Let's talk about the weather. Huntsville can get pretty hot and humid in the summer. We are in the South. Temperatures frequently reach the 90s and the humidity makes it feel even hotter. If you're not used to that southern heat, it can be a tough adjustment. Be prepared for those hot summer days. If you love the sun, that's a plus, but for some, it can be a deal breaker for Huntsville. While Huntsville has some great hospitals and medical centers, its healthcare options may not be as extensive as those in larger cities. For specialized care or certain medical treatments, you might have to travel to nearby cities like Birmingham or Nashville. So if you're used to having access to a wide range of healthcare services and specialists close by, it could be a bit of a challenge here in Huntsville. While the quality of care is good, the variety and availability of certain treatments might not always be right at your doorstep. If you're someone who loves big shopping malls or high-end fashion, Huntsville might disappoint you. While there are great local shops and a few shopping centers, You won't find the big name department stores or massive malls you'll get in larger cities. While Huntsville has everything you need for day-to-day shopping, it doesn't quite measure up to cities that have a major shopping district or designer stores. So there you have it, the pros and the cons of living in Huntsville, Alabama. It's a city on the rise with tons of opportunities, but it also comes with some growing pains and adjustments. Ultimately, it's a great place for those looking for a balanced life, career opportunities, and a little bit of Southern charm. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below if you have any questions or thoughts about living in Huntsville. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.